Hello friends, today I'm coming at you from a very different location than normal. This is my bathroom. I'm going to be focusing on eyebrows today. This is all I got. This is all there is. So basically my eyebrows are kind of on the bald side from decades of over plucking. They are not going to grow back. I know there are all these serums out there that promise different things. I haven't tried them. I don't really believe that they actually work. They're basically protein treatments that prevent breakage from what I can tell. So that sounds like a great idea if you're actually growing anything. I'm not. This is never going to grow back. So these pencil thin eyebrows just ain't working. First things first, I am not a makeup artist. I like a no makeup look. So with that in mind, I really try to keep this natural. Also, don't mind the flaking on my head if you can see that. I got sunburned about a week ago and it's just now starting to peel, which is very attractive. I have tried and returned, thrown away many products out there. What I have found so far that really seems to be working for me is a little combo of things. This looks like a lot. It's not that much, you don't have to do all this, but I'm just using this as my spoolie. This is gonna comb my eyebrows upwards so that I can take a really good look at the direction of hair growth and match that when I draw my eyebrows in. The next product I'm going to be using is the Ardell Stroke a Brow Feathering Pen. If you don't follow Katie Jane Hughes on Instagram, definitely go find her and follow her. She's the one who recommended this product and got a number of colors. I got dark brown, I got medium brown, I got taupe, I got black, and my favorite color is the medium brown. I also have been trying out the Glossier Brow Flick. This has just come out. This is a pretty new product. I have it in blonde, brown, and black. I ordered blonde, which did not show up on my face at all. Brown is really too light. I need to order the black and I haven't tried it yet, but for, I wanna say $17 or $18 for this, I'm honestly not impressed for the price. The Ardell Stroke a Brow is where it's at. This is what this pen looks like. It's soft, but it's got kind of a flexible tip. The medium brown has worked the best for me. I do keep black on hand just to add a little bit of dimension and if these dry out. So I'm gonna do a little demo and show you how this works. And again, I am not a makeup artist, you guys. So this is how I do my eyebrows. And if it can help somebody out there, I hope it does. If it doesn't, that's all right. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is comb my eyebrow hairs into place. And I'm gonna go in with my medium brown and start drawing in my first lines. And I'm using a very light hand to do this. After I establish the initial line, I go back in and then build a little bit more. I try to stick with the general shape of my eyebrows. So I keep an arch. I don't do the straight across. I don't think that looks very good on me. When it comes to figuring out where your eyebrow should end, the rule of thumb is to line up your nose and the end of your eye, and wherever that point comes to is where your eyebrows should end. I'm gonna go down just a little bit further. And you can see I'm resting my hand against my cheek for stability. And we're already looking a little bit better. Okay, so I'm gonna fill that in a little bit more with more of the medium brown. Then the next thing I look for is where do I have sparse areas? In the camera I can tell this looks a little bit sparse, so I'm gonna go and fill that in directly on top of the existing hairs that I have there. Okay, next I'm gonna come in here and just draw some lines straight up to fill that in the front. And I'm extending the line downward just a little bit so that it's not up quite so high, so it's a little closer. And I'm also going to go in just a little bit so that it lines up with the corner of my eye. How are we looking? In the mirror, I can tell this right here needs a little bit more connection. So I'm going to draw on some hairs right there. And there we go. That's basically my shape. Now I need to let this completely dry. Also, these pens do not work well if you have lotion, sunscreen, any kind of thing on your eyebrows. So make sure when you are putting on your your lotion or sunscreen that you really avoid your eyebrow area. Done with medium brown for that eyebrow. Now I'm going to go with black and add just a little bit of dimension so that this feels a little bit more solid. And a very, very light hand with black. Okay, light hand. And I'm going to fill in this front too with the black. Okay, that is eyebrow number 1. Do we see a difference? Now what I'm going to do is move on to my other eyebrow and do exactly the same thing. I'm going to let this completely dry, and then I'll be going back in with my Glossier Boy Brow in brown to tie everything together and make sure that my existing and real eyebrow hairs don't move and sort of mess up my overall shape. When I go in on the other side, it's a little bit complicated. Sometimes the strokes don't come out completely right because I really have to brace this arm with my elbow to really get the direction that I want to go. Does that make sense? So we're bracing across the body and drawing in the overall shape. Trying to match the direction of my existing eyebrow hair growth. I find that if I do draw a line that comes down a little bit too far or is a little bit too thick, it's really hard to erase that one little line or to lighten it. So there are 2 things I can do. One, I can just put my finger right on top of it and hold it for just a second and lift it directly off. That will take off a little bit of the pigment. The other thing I do often is I'll draw another line next to it and one on the other side of it, and it seems to soften the appearance of that one line. Blends in a little bit, having more friends around it. Okay, now let's look and see if they match. One of the things that Katie Jane Hughes talks about in her little Instagram post is to block the light, because your skin, where there are no hairs growing, is shiny. And so these will be shiny on your skin, so that is true. So block the light, make sure they look natural, make sure they look filled in, you don't have any big gaps. I'm going to go in, and these do tend to dry out, so I'm going to go in with another one. I always keep 2 of each color that I plan to use handy, and I buy these directly from the Ardell website. I have them in my Amazon shop if that's helpful, but I buy them from the Ardell website because they're a better price, and I just buy them in bulk and get free shipping and get a whole bunch at one time. So now I'm going to go in and fill in this area right above my eye and line that up with the front corner of my eye. Okay, now that these eyebrows have completely dried, I'm going in with the Glossier Boy Brow in brown. Benefit makes a similar product as well. I can't remember the name of it, but the Boy Brow price point is actually better. So this is the one I've been using. It works great for me. And I'm going to gently take this straight up, make these brows look kind of fluffy. And then I'm gonna go back and tame them in just a minute because I have longer eyebrow hairs that I don't really want to stick straight up. I know some people like that look, and I think it really works on a lot of people, but I don't think it works on me. Now I come back with my spoolie, and I'm just going to kind of make sure everything looks blended. Lay those hairs down a bit. I might bring these forward towards the middle. That look is sort of in right now. And then comb these so they're not quite so wild. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys cannot see how much I'm peeling. This is like embarrassing. Look like I've got face dandruff. Okay, all right, time for the other side. It's important to get to it fairly quickly before it's completely dry, because once it's dry, this stuff really does hold your eyebrow hairs in place for the whole day. And I do love that about it, because my eyebrow hairs are crazy. All right, just getting those bad boys to lay down a little bit. Combing some, making sort of an eyebrow comb over here in the middle. All right, guys, that's it. So we've got bigger brows. Are they better? I don't know if they're bigger and better, but this is the style these days. I blame Alicia Silverstone, circa 19, whatever it was when Clueless came out, and the very thin eyebrows were in, because that is what I was going for. And I didn't know they wouldn't go back in. So anyway, so with this trend now, bigger, bolder brows is where it's at. I hope this was helpful for some of you guys. If you need a quick recap, Ardell Stroke-A-Brow in medium brown is my personal favorite, along with the Ardell Stroke-A-Brow in black. I like that one as well. I keep that on hand. The Glossier is okay. If you love Glossier and you're ordering in bulk, you know, go ahead and get yourself some of the Brow Flick in brown, or maybe even in black, unless you're really, really fair. And get yourself just a nice clean spoolie. And the Boy Brow in brown is my personal favorite from Glossier. All right, guys, as always, I hope this was helpful for you. It does take a lot of practice. These are the eyebrows that I wear on the daily. So I want to know, what kind of eyebrow challenges do you guys face, and what are your favorite products for achieving eyebrows? If you have eyebrows or you've been able to grow them back, I want to know how you did it. So leave your comments in the comment section below. You guys have a great day. I'll talk with you soon, and as always, have a great curl day.